with the name for the kind of artwork that has pieces of paper glued down to another surface. So it could be colored paper, it could be magazine pictures, it could be wallpaper or stickers, or even if I glued yarn down onto a piece of paper. That kind of artwork has a special name. Does anyone know what it's called? It's called a collage. So today we are going to make a paper collage that is two-dimensional or 2D. That means that it's flat. It is not coming out from the paper. So it's glued down very flat. Next week we're going to be talking about three-dimensional artwork that sticks out from the paper. But to start with, today, two-dimensional. So I'm going to show you how we're going to use colored papers, scissors, and a glue stick to create a 2D collage. So you're going to select which colors you would like to have in your collage. And I would just get a couple to start with. You can always go back to the bins to get more when you need them. So let's see, I'm going to pick this purple to start with. And you don't have to leave it as is. You could take your scissors and carefully trim it to whatever size you would like. Just make sure you keep your hand, oops, it flew away from me. Keep your hand away from the scissor points. I wanted to make that a little bit skinnier. And maybe I'm ready to glue these down. These glue sticks, you want to pop the top off, and they're triangular. They look a little bit different than ones you might have seen before. We're not cranking it all the way up. It just needs to stick out a little bit like that. It even could go down a little bit more and you could use it on the edge. What you're going to want to do is drive the glue along your strip like you're driving a car along the road. And then ask your paper where it would like to have the strip glued down. I stuck my finger on it, which made it easier for me to pick up. And I think I'd like to glue this down like a diagonal. Now I'm going to run my finger along it like another car to make sure it's nicely stuck down. And do the same thing with this one. Drive the glue, whoops, along my strip. Pick it up, and I think I'll glue it right down like that at another diagonal. And I'm going to keep asking my artwork what other colors it would like to have and how I would like to arrange it, how I would like to collage it to my paper to make my design. So I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so now I'm all done gluing. I want to make sure that I twist this down so my glue is hiding, and then I'm going to put the cap back on, and I want to make sure I put my glue stick back in the caddy and the scissors back in the caddy where they were. Okay, so you're going to make sure you put that away before you go get a Sharpie, because we're going to do the next part with Sharpie now. So I have collaged all of my papers flat. They are 2D or two-dimensional. But now with the Sharpie, I am going to draw some lines on top of my collaged paper. So each colored paper line might want a different kind of Sharpie line added on top as a decoration, or maybe some shapes. So this orange one is telling me it would like a zigzag line. And I'm stopping right when I get to this other color, so it looks like the line is going underneath the piece of the paper that's on top. This green rectangle is telling me it wants to have some rectangles drawn like that. And I'm just going to keep going with drawing lines. should put these? It's not paint, but there could be wet sticky glue. Yes, we're gonna put it on the drying rack. Have fun making your 2D collage.